Hello guys, this is Smashing Pumpkin here, coming at you guys with another dueling book deck profile. I'm sorry, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. Like, DN was just kind of the thing forever, and DB just kind of sounds like, I don't know, butt stuff. But anyway, I'm coming at you guys with a deck profile here. This is a 60 card deck. That Grasslook Screener is a crazy card. Fairy Tale Snow, also an absurd card. But yeah, this is just kind of my take of how to build these like kind of weird 60 card decks. It doesn't play all of the engines. It really is just zombies, and then it does the Predaplant thing, and then Brilliant Fusion kind of ties the room together. Mainly it's just a way to... This is really just a snow deck, honestly. And the fact that you're just trying to abuse snow as much as possible, and like all of the crazy things that come with that. But yeah, this is a cool deck. I used to have a lot more normal summons in it. Like I was playing like multiple Raiden, some other Light Sworns. Yeah, but they're just not good draws. I don't know what to say. Like, you can like brick stupid hard with this deck. I like Charge a whole lot. I think that's one of the best cards in just the strategy in general. And Solar Recharge is kind of weird, but I like this card as well. I was actually thinking about Monk in this deck, but I'm playing a little bit too much Disruption these days for it. But yeah, there are a ton of different ways to like skin these kind of decks. A lot of them just try to do a ton of different things. Like they have like pretty moderate sized like dinosaur engines. Some of them play like Shaddoll Fusion. A lot of them have like a much trimmer zombie lineup. Like they won't play Spirit Master, and they don't play any like Disruption or whatever. It's just like combo. But yeah, I think that this is like a little bit better. Snow is like a good Disruption card, but it isn't enough to win the game on its own these days. So just trying to get like graveyard value is important, I think. But yeah, there are a ton of different ways to build these decks. I love Omega. I think that that's another one of the that's another card that's really high on my radar. And then I also think that Curious is super rad as well. So I'm just trying to play with all the cards that I think are good. But yeah, like the deck just suffers from its usual like inconsistencies. It's really hard to sideboard in these decks just because like you can't really take out like whole engines. That's not really something that's doable. You always struggle with like Disruption because even though like your 60 cards, like you do have to hit engine cards some point, and like sometimes you can just brick on like kaijus and hand traps and things like that. Hand traps like can like kind of fold into like the deck strategy because like Brilliant Fusion plus hand trap will make an Omega, which is like board presence as well as Disruption. So and then putting Stone to the graveyard obviously really helps you out. I personally like would want to go first with this deck, but it is built to go second. So I don't know. I always feel like super strange about people that opt to go second, because I just feel like you just open yourself up so heavy to like the like FTK decks, or just like the boards that are like crazy, because just everybody's playing like cards to counteract the hand traps these days, or they're playing like, you know, a deck that isn't like super hindered by a hand trap. Like, I don't know how hand traps are supposed to help you stop like double reincarnation droll, but good luck, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know why people want to go second, really. I think that's just like foolish. Like, just because, like, I don't know, you're just banking on drawing the hand trap and going against like the FTK decks. I don't know. It just feels silly. So that's kind of just my deck building philosophy right now. I don't play in a whole lot of big tournaments, so I could like very well be wrong. And like this extra deck is also like mad choppy. Like, this is a deck that would certainly benefit from, you know, having a couple more slots in your extra deck. But yeah, like, also like Twin Twister is in this list. I just don't feel like it's like that good, even though like you have like a million billion things you can discard to it. I don't know. It could be an over like Galaxy Cycle, and I just like this card a little bit. Same thing with like Shuffle Reborn. These could be like two different things. Like, I guess if you took out like every cute card in this deck, you could just like try to slot in the like dinosaur, like a Shadal or something. But like, I don't know. I just feel like that's like not worth it. Just because the engine's like way too small. I love Kaijus right now. Just by the way, like I think that these are just like the dopest cards right now. They're never a problem to get rid of, just in anything. And then like there are just a ton of like floodgate monsters. So I just feel like this is like the age of the Kaijus, really. I don't see a whole lot of like Kaijus float around in like main decks. I know that my friend at the Columbus Regional was playing some number of Kaijus in his invoked list. But yeah, this is the deck. There isn't a whole lot for me to say. Snow's insane, and then you just play your ways to get in the graveyard, and then a way to search up the way to get into the graveyard, and then try and like assemble some combos. I don't know. It's like cool, and then yeah, just disrupt your opponent enough to win the game somehow. So that's the deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something, but maybe not. Who knows? This is kind of a weird spot, but yeah, 60 cards, great deck.